As the incredible adventure of the Curse of Oak Island continues, the mystery and excitement surrounding the island only grow stronger. With every discovery, the team moves one step closer to uncovering secrets that could potentially change the way we understand history. As we dive deeper into the monumental 13th season of The Curse of Oak Island, the stakes have never been higher. The Fellowship of the Dig may be closer than ever to rewriting North American history. The search for the legendary treasure has reached a critical turning point. With powerful scientific evidence suggesting massive deposits of elemental silver hidden deep beneath the island, Rick Lagina, Marty Lagina, Craig Tester, and the rest of the team are pushing forward with more determination than ever. Using advanced technology and archaeological expertise, they are attacking the mystery from every possible angle. The History Channel is set to air Season 13, Episode 17, fittingly titled The Missing Links. According to the official episode description and the intense preview footage, this highly anticipated episode could finally connect several of the island's long-standing mysteries. The scattered anomalies discovered across Oak Island may begin to form one clear and astonishing narrative. Major developments appear to be happening at three critical locations: the Money Pit, the triangle-shaped swamp, and the mysterious Lot 8. Let's take a closer look at the clues and explore what might unfold in this episode. For weeks now, the focus at the Money Pit has been on the massive engineering effort required to reach the legendary treasure. The team has deployed an enormous 135-ton telescoping drill rig, driving huge steel caissons deep into the earth toward the 200-foot mark. Their goal is to track down the powerful elemental silver anomaly detected underground. In this episode, it looks like that massive drilling machine may finally strike something significant. In the preview footage, tension builds as one team member says, "Here we go." Moments later, the drill suddenly hits something solid. The impact is dramatic. When a giant steel pipe driven by more than 100 tons of hydraulic force collides with something deep underground, there are really only two possibilities. The drill may have struck a thick layer of natural bedrock, or it may have hit the roof of a man-made underground structure. Considering the exact location where the drilling is taking place, right in the heart of the historic Money Pit area and near the Top Pocket Find Shaft, the second possibility is the one that has fans holding their breath. Even more exciting clues come from the wash plant, where the excavated material is carefully examined. In the preview, someone examining an artifact remarks that it looks like it may have been part of a treasure chest. That's a very specific comparison. The wash plant team, likely including Gary Drayton and Jack Begley, may have recovered materials connected to old security containers from the 17th or 18th century. These could include heavy hand-forged iron bands, brass hinges, fragments of oak planks with traditional joinery, or even pieces of an old locking mechanism. If the drilling caisson has broken through a wooden vault or large chest hidden at the bottom of the solution channel, then the debris being brought up to the surface could contain exactly these kinds of artifacts. Discovering structural pieces from a treasure chest would be one of the strongest indications yet that something valuable lies beneath. While heavy machinery is being used at the Money Pit, the investigation in the swamp requires a much more careful archaeological approach. The episode description reveals that the team has uncovered new information about the mysterious stakes discovered in the swamp. Armed with this knowledge, they intensify their search efforts, and the results appear to be remarkable. Throughout Season 13, the team has been tracking a carefully constructed cobblestone pathway running through the northern section of the swamp. Along this path are unusual 8-sided wooden survey stakes, which may have been used to guide or map the original construction. These stakes appear to act like breadcrumbs, leading the Fellowship toward the ultimate destination of the Stone Road. In the preview footage, members of the swamp team react with clear shock and excitement. One voice exclaims, "Oh my gosh, what is it?" Soon after comes a realization that could change everything. The discovery sits perfectly along the line of a cross pattern. This moment connects directly to the famous Nolan's cross. The cross refers to a large geometric formation created by several massive boulders discovered decades ago by the late Fred Nolan. For years, researchers have debated the purpose of this formation. Some believe it could represent a geometric map, while others think it may have religious or navigational significance, possibly linked to the Knights Templar. If the cobblestone road and its survey stakes align perfectly with the geometry of Nolan's cross, it would suggest something extraordinary, that the entire island may have been designed as part of one massive engineering project. In other words, the same people who built the stone road in the swamp may also have placed the enormous boulders that form Nolan's cross. The statement, "It's what we've been looking for," suggests that the team may have uncovered a key marker or artifact at this intersection. It could be a cornerstone, a symbolic object, or even an entrance to a hidden structure the team has been searching for throughout the season. If the swamp's industrial features connect directly to the sacred geometry of Nolan's cross, it could represent the long-sought missing link in the Oak Island mystery. And as if the discoveries at the Money Pit and the swamp weren't exciting enough, another dramatic development is unfolding at Lot 8. In earlier episodes, the team brought in a massive 130-ton crane to remove a huge unnatural boulder that was covering a strange backfilled trench. Tests conducted by Dr. Spooner revealed unusually high lead levels in the soil, suggesting the presence of an ancient fire or ventilation shaft. At the same time, camera footage from the excavation showed glittering veins in the rock that looked strikingly similar to gold. Now the team has begun digging beneath the boulder. The preview offers a thrilling update from the site. One team member tells Rick that the structure they are uncovering appears to be far larger than they originally believed. When experienced Oak Island investigators say something is bigger than expected, it usually means the feature continues to expand as excavation progresses. The trench may be deeper, wider, and more complex than anyone initially thought. If that's the case, Lot 8 could be hiding another major piece of the Oak Island puzzle, perhaps even a previously unknown chamber or treasure deposit waiting to be revealed. What first appeared to be a small, shallow hole beneath a large rock may actually be revealing something far more significant. Instead of a simple cavity, the excavation could be opening into a deep vertical shaft or even a large underground cavern. The quick reaction from the team, suggesting there could be treasure down there, supports the long-discussed offset chamber theory. For years, both skeptics and believers have debated whether the famous Money Pit might have been designed as a deliberate distraction. According to this theory, the original builders, whether they were the Knights Templar, French military forces, or early Freemasons, may have constructed the Money Pit as a decoy. With its flood tunnels and complex traps, it would draw attention and frustrate treasure hunters, while the real treasure remained safely hidden elsewhere. One possibility is that the true treasure was placed inside a dry secondary vault on higher ground, such as Lot 8. If the hole beneath the massive boulder continues to widen and begins revealing signs of structural engineering, like timber supports or stone lining, the team may need to shift significant resources toward this location. Lot 8 is no longer just an interesting anomaly. It has become a serious target in the search. Episode 17, titled The Missing Links, is shaping up to be a major turning point in the long history of the Oak Island mystery. For more than 230 years, searchers have often treated the island's unusual features as separate puzzles. The Money Pit was considered one mystery, the swamp another, and the massive boulder formations yet another. But now, as the new episode approaches, those mysteries appear to be connecting. The massive 135-ton drilling rig striking a potential structure in the Money Pit could provide physical evidence of a hidden vault. The discovery that the swamp's wooden survey stakes align with Nolan's cross may reveal the geometric blueprint behind the island's design. And the expanding shaft beneath the boulder on Lot 8 might point to a completely separate treasure location. Instead of simply digging random holes, the team may now be uncovering the original plan left behind by whoever built the island's elaborate system. The stakes have never been higher. The possibility of silver has never seemed closer. And the long missing connections between these discoveries may finally be coming together. For fans and treasure hunters alike, it may be time to grab their metal detectors and pay close attention, because Oak Island could be on the verge of revealing some of its long-guarded secrets. When the enormous drilling rig suddenly stops after striking something solid deep underground, it creates a powerful and dramatic moment for the entire drilling team. When an oscillating drill pipe, powered by massive hydraulic force, abruptly grinds to a halt against something unbreakable, the impact sends vibrations throughout the entire drilling platform. This isn't the kind of resistance caused by a loose stone or a random underground obstruction. The sound heard in the preview suggests the drill may have made direct contact with a large, solid structure. For Rick, Marty, and Craig, who have spent decades and millions of dollars searching for answers, that metallic impact could represent the breakthrough they have been hoping for. After a strike like that, attention immediately shifts to the wash plant, where the excavated material is carefully analyzed. When heavy drilling equipment cuts through something like an old wooden vault or chest, it rarely brings the object up intact. Instead, the process usually tears the structure apart, sending fragments to the surface along with the surrounding soil. Those fragments might include splintered oak boards, hand-forged iron brackets, broken hinges, or even scattered coins. If Gary Drayton and Jack Begley are indeed recovering pieces that once belonged to a treasure chest, viewers may soon see them identifying historical hardware such as antique hinge pins, decorative latches, or even the lead seals that were sometimes used to secure valuable cargo. At the same time, the discovery in the swamp could dramatically reshape the entire understanding of Oak Island. The revelation that the wooden survey stakes line up perfectly with Nolan's cross suggests that the island may not simply be a burial site. Instead, it could represent an enormous and carefully designed engineering project. Fred Nolan spent much of his life studying and mapping the giant boulders that form Nolan's cross. He firmly believed that this formation held the key to unlocking Oak Island's secrets. If the modern team has now confirmed that a constructed cobblestone road in the swamp follows the exact same geometric alignment, it would strongly validate Nolan's decades of research. In many ways, it would be a powerful confirmation of his life's work. When someone on the team exclaims, "It's what we've been looking for," it suggests that they may have discovered a clear marker or directional feature. Instead of simply finding more mud and stones, they may have uncovered something intentionally placed, perhaps a carved stone marker, a large foundational timber, or another pathway intersecting the main route. If the survey stakes were originally used as sightlines by the engineers who designed the site, then locating the exact point where the swamp road crosses the axis of Nolan's cross could finally reveal the precise location treasure hunters have searched for over 2 centuries. Such precise alignment would strongly suggest that the builders possessed advanced knowledge of geometry and surveying. Organizations historically associated with sacred geometry, such as the Knights Templar or early Freemasons, are often mentioned in connection with this type of sophisticated planning. Groups like these would have had the mathematical and architectural knowledge needed to design a project of this scale while keeping its purpose hidden. By aligning an industrial unloading area in the swamp with a massive stone cross formation on higher ground, the original builders may have created a hidden map embedded within the landscape itself, one that could only be understood by those who knew how to read it. While the geometric clues become clearer in the swamp, the excavation at Lot 8 continues to reveal unexpected surprises. When the team first removed the massive boulder at this location, they believed they might find a small cache, or perhaps the remains of a ventilation shaft connected to ancient fires. Instead, the discovery that the underground feature is far larger than expected suggests something much more significant. The ground beneath the boulder may be opening into a deliberately constructed shaft. If the team begins uncovering packed clay walls, vertical timber supports, or a carved tunnel through bedrock, the site would immediately become one of the most important excavation areas on the island. The growing size of this anomaly also strengthens one of the most intriguing theories in Oak Island history, that the money pit itself was designed as a sophisticated decoy. If the original builders had the engineering skill to create complex flood tunnels that allowed seawater to flood the money pit, they likely understood that future treasure hunters would focus their efforts there. Hiding the real treasure in a dry secondary chamber on the elevated land of Lot 8, sealed beneath a massive boulder, would have been the perfect way to protect it. As Episode 17, The Missing Links, approaches, the Fellowship of the Dig may find themselves at the center of a remarkable convergence of discoveries. The island may finally be revealing the blueprint left behind by its mysterious creators. A drilling rig striking what could be a buried structure, a swamp pathway aligning with a massive stone cross, and a hidden shaft expanding beneath a giant boulder are no longer isolated events. They may all be pieces of the same puzzle. These discoveries are not separate events. They are like interconnected gears in a massive machine that has been hidden for centuries. The original builders designed an incredibly complex system to keep their secret safe. It was a masterpiece of concealment, carefully planned and executed. But now, with the power of modern science, advanced technology, and the team's relentless determination, the Oak Island investigators may finally be holding the keys that could unlock the vault. And if you enjoy exploring mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe to the Timefold channel, and don't forget to leave a like.